Hello everybody and welcome to Belle's channel. Today we will be doing Belle's Fallout 4 Settlement Building Guide. Now we are in Sanctuary Hills and we're probably going to be doing this in various parts for all these videos, but I will put them together so you can see them easier, without trying to find each part. So yeah, we are in Sanctuary Hills right now and I have not done anything with this at all. And I will be running these these guides alongside my Explorer and Companion walkthrough. So basically, we're just going to be like scrapping and crafting and setting up base elements and settlement elements for, well, each settlement in Fallout 4. Right now I think today we're going to be scrapping and probably starting my base. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of supplies, so that's why I'm going to scrap this site. So hold on, I'm going to sleep so it's daylight.
I just want to trade a few things.
Just going to wake up this Marcy Long girl.
What?
Sleep for 2 hours. Okay, here we go, it's sleep. It's in the morning now. I did add light, actually, say not. So yeah, we're going to go to the settlement, to the workshop. And Sanctuary Hills has a lot of supplies. It is quite a big settlement. It is one of the first settlements you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working from house to house. So first off, we'll go to the bottom of... well, the start of the settlement, to the bridge, basically. Now this settlement, it not only has like its houses and things, but it also has in the rivers. Many people don't really know this. But yeah, it does have the river as well as a place that you can, gain supplies for things. Now these lampposts that you're going to see, like this one there, they're going to have copper in, and they're very important for creating power supplies and things. So yeah, I'm just going to scrap like trees, and then I'm going to go down to here. You can see I've got a frame for a car. That's 10 steel. And really you need all these types of things so that you can build, as well as like craft components for your armor and your weapons. So really you do need to think. It'd be really good if you scrap the settlement, the first one, straight away, because it will give you supplies that you need like almost straight away. So like, you can like get better damage on your weapons or upgrade your armor if you have the corresponding perks. So I'm just going to start off in the water, to be honest. Actually, it's going to be easier if I just start off with like that. There's a shopping trolley there. A bit weird. Right, I'm just going to get rid of some of this wood. As you see, there is a lot of wood. You can keep some of it. I mean, you don't need to scrap every little bit. But, I find it just easier. I don't like messy surroundings. Now, if you do have Creation Club, obviously you can use that. I had to actually recently uninstall my game due to there was a glitch with exiting Vault 111. But, so I don't have my DLCs on here yet. I need to reinstall them. But those will be for the guide later on. So, a part of this Fallout 4, well, it's part of Sanctuary Hills, you have these ruined houses, and they give you a lot of supplies. So let's make our way to one of them. As you can see, here's a ruined house. If you scrap it, you get 15 steel, 20 wood, 15 concrete, 5 rubber. So, I mean, it does depend on the houses and things like that, but they do supply quite a bit of stuff. I'm not going to scrap these picket fences because they are useful. Hold on. I do find them to be useful. Yeah, right, I'm gonna put these dog houses away. plastic bowls and things. Yeah, I'm trying to like lock it so things can't get in. Not the easiest thing to do. Just gonna put it here. Yeah, nothing can get through that. Okay, so yeah, basically we're just gonna scrap. You can skip some of this if you want. I mean, I'm just gonna record it as much as I can. I'm not really good with videoing skills, so I'm not really good at quick doing it. But yeah, these videos will be in various parts. And really, my plan, you know, I will describe to you my plan while I'm like scrapping everything. My plan for this game, for this settlement, is to kind of make like a really pretty base. I mean, we don't have a great build limit. Normally that's why I use a mod to destroy this build limit. And obviously, it is depending. I mean, the build limit's there for a reason. I don't exceed it much, but it's often like I just need one more thing putting in, and it won't let me. So that's why I like to use the no build limit, which you can use, but if you're not into mods or you don't know how to use them very well, well then you don't have to use mods. Really, you just need to be strategic about what you put. Like, there's some things you can put in with the settlement, but if you want to put like details in, like put some chems, like if you're running like a chem lab type thing, put some chems down. Don't use the build thing to put them down. Put them down yourself by dropping them and picking them up and moving them. I often like to create, let's have a look. I often like to create like trading spots and things like that, so it's kind of hard to do with no mods, but I'll probably add mods later on in the game, just for the building guide, obviously. So yeah, there's a lot to scrap here, but my whole plan is like, you know, my base is, that's where my base is gonna be. I'm gonna build like a base around it, and on top of it, and things like that. And then probably gonna have like a trading shop there, because you can gain these trading shops. Let me show you, so that you can do trader, armor, weapons, food and drink, clinic, clothing, and you can do these. Obviously, you need the specific perks, but you can get these, and then you know you can actually use these to your advantage when you're here. You need to sell, get some more caps for things. You know, you can use it, and sometimes you can, when you find these special traders around the Fallout 4 map, you can actually assign them here, and they can unlock unique weapons and things and armors that you can actually buy and use, rather than like going to like all the other settlements to find them. You send them to your Sanctuary Hills or your main base settlement, of which is where you are going to be. Well, then you have an advantage. Now there's some things I am not going to scrap in here, like there is a few things which have like safes, and I will use them for my companions to gain a like. But I will use like stash caps and cap stashes and things like that. So yeah, there is a cap stash there. If we go over here, we've done these houses. If we go over here to this one, I'm pretty sure it's this one which has it. Let's just get rid of some of this. The only problem is you can't scrap these things when they're here. I don't know why, but they just didn't want you to do that. So you can't, but I can build into them and, you know, do it uniquely. So there's a safe. I'm not going to get rid of that because I can actually use it, which is always good. So yeah, it's a novice lock, so you can actually use it for yourself. Adults running around. Let's reopen it. Do check around the back of the houses as well, and down the sides, because they have cars like this. They're rather important because they have like trees themselves, fences and things like that, other various things as well, like this. Can you see there's like trees, seeing green branches and more wood, because the wood is important. You know, as you see, it's in every bit. So right now I had like 15 wood before, now I have 1,661. I still don't have a lot of steel, but this is more like a small settlement out the back, so it's going to have more woody areas and things like that. You know, it's got a massive forest off the back of us. Get rid of that, get rid of that. So I've already scrapped this house, but one thing I say, don't scrap Sean's crib. I kind of like the nostalgia of like having the baby's crib, things like that. So you know, you don't have to do that. Well, I do, but that is what I do. I really like the nostalgia of like, this is your home, so I create my home from my old home. You make sense? And you know, I just like doing that. I just find it peaceful and very role playing. I mean, she would psychologically, or he would have a tendency to rebuild their home. You know, they're trying to rebuild their family, so that's why I like to do it. Always do these batteries, you get lead, acid, wood, which is quite a rare thing. You have tools in here that you can use, and there will be a part of the settlement. You'll have a power workshop, armour, as you can see, and then there'll be a weapon one here, so that you can put them there. Take that concrete down. The power armour one's over there. I moved over there because that's when power armour was. So now we're inside like their house, and what I do is, because they're permanent settlements and they're like named settlers, I make this into like their home. I make all the homes into their homes. You know, make like a little inn for the workers and things when we have other settlers. And you'll kind of get what I mean as we build through these videos. But we're probably gonna just scrap this episode, and then we'll move on to starting our home, or probably sorting out the necessities of any settlement. Obviously this is a settlement guide, so I'll teach you some of the main things you should do to begin with any settlement. Even if you don't want to build, always sort their needs out first. It just helps you in the long run, because it takes forever to rebuild your happiness. I mean, like, my happiness is like 12 and going down, and before they came here it was at 50, so it is something you want to be aware of. Just checking, because this has got woods. One thing also you can't remove in the game is the wood that is over here. You can't destroy these, don't know why, but you just can't. As soon as I've done that, we'll destroy the thing, get rid of that. Just, you know, get rid of everything that's possible. I normally make things like Mama Murphy's home. Capstash there. Just grab that capstash. This is in this house, next to your own. And the companion will walk away. Just a note to add, it will walk away when you are building. This is so you have like ability to actually do it without your companion getting in the way. And where are we going next? We'll go to this one. Now because like the main settlers you get straight away, you get 5 settlers when you do the Freedom Calls quest. Just be aware that there will be creatures and that may or may not attack you. But yeah, quickly, the settlements that you get like 5 settlers straight off the bat when you do that Freedom Calls quest. So just be aware of that. And just, you know, I can like intertwine them into like my story. I'm using quotation marks here. My story at Sanctuary Hills, you know, they've moved in. You know, the Longs, you know, June and Marcy Long, they run a farm. Preston's their companion, so I just ignore him. But Sturgis owns a house there. And that's kind of like his, well actually no, that's Preston's house. And then Sturgis owns a house down here, which has like toolboxes in and a motorcycle out front and things like that. And then, you know, Mama Murphy owns one. And then, you know, I also have other homes for like other named settlers that you can get. Like this person called Sheffield, you may find in Diamond City. I make him go to here normally. I don't always. But I make him go here normally, and he lives next door to Mama Murphy, and they've got like a little friendship blooming there. Both have an addiction. Hers to Ken's, his to alcohol. Kind of just adds to the story, I think. You know, because the story's kind of like set. I mean, you can change some outcomes, but the story is what it is. Okay, second to last house. Before we'll get on with something. But yeah, you do get lots of supplies from like scrapping everything in the settlement. You get lots of supplies. And if you're like, oh yeah, I'd use that. If it like comes in, and let me find something actually, hold on. If it comes in yellow, it means you have to scrap it. Like that, you have to scrap it. But if it comes in like that and you're like, oh yeah, I'd use that file cabinet, you can click store. So you don't use components to sell it. Alright, I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to leave that there. It's got a bomb attached to it, just be warned. Medic, sorry. Carpet. Yeah, okay, so I think don't scrap that. You can, but just don't. Alright, bow, down, down, down. There's this there. Another tree. This is like a blank canvas. I know it's following me, don't worry. Okay, so you have a cooking station here. Do not scrap your cooking stations or your crafting stations or anything, because it will take you a while to get them back. See, if we go to crafting here, look what you need. You need local leader perk 2, so that calls you 2 levels. That'll cost you just to build, and you know, it's not like the supplies are cheap. I can't even build a power armor station, and I need another type of perk. So yeah, don't scrap crafting things. This first settlement gives you everything you need for crafting, so don't delete any of it. Right, now we're in here, last house. And then we're gonna fix the various situations of the settlement. And we will actually talk to Sturgis, because obviously this is the first quest part of it. Actually we might not talk to Sturgis. I suppose I can be bothered to talk to him. There's another safe there, just to let you know. Okay, so this is the house I kind of give Sturgis. And then you get things like this which block your way. That's why I kind of use a mod, so I can like delete things that I don't really want. Anyway, let us check around the back. I'm deleting any dog houses because I don't like them. So, and I'm deleting this fence because I don't like it either. Delete the swings there. You can delete this, I just can't remember. There's a certain point, if you click on it you can delete it. I can't remember. There is a certain point, I just can't find it. Okay, let's delete this. Okay, so let's delete, scrap actually, not delete. Scrap the trees. Don't know why Jan is up there. Or how he even got up there. So what you want to do is you want to harvest these.
Seems to be growing well.
And then store them. Harvest. Because then you get like double usage. And then store them. Just like that. Pretty simple. Alright, now I think what I'm going to do is over here I'm going to create like a farm. Let's check out my okay, you want to go resources for food and water. This has like, I don't have any carrot, I have gourd and melon, but I have no meat through razor grain or potatoes. But I do have water pumps, which are important. You're going to place a few of these around. I will do that on the next one. I think I'm going to create a farm here. Or, see what I mean? Yeah. Create a small shack. And then I will do it. No, normally I have my DLCs downloaded, but I didn't do it for this episode. Purely to show you, obviously, Fallout 4. So if we go to floors, now a lot of people don't realise, but they are very different. If you go past these stairs, this is floors for the upper shack, only not for this type of flooring. These are single floors and things like that. But if I create a home for them, John and whatever her name is. I wonder. Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, floors. They don't need a massive shack. This size will be alright. I'll fix that a terrace or something there later on. Oh, I know what I'll do. Do that. Well, let's just build my whole terrace, shall we? Now you can build stairs on the side. You may be thinking, oh, but it'll go out and then they'll just drop. Not necessarily. You can build them like this. And then when they go up onto the next floor, you'll have like a flat, obviously, bit, and then you'll turn. But I sometimes think it just kind of gets in the middle of stuff. So you can build it on the edge, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it there because I kind of like that one. But don't use this flooring, otherwise you're going to have a gap. You need to use this flooring to do it. Now their top floor's not going to be as big as big. Whoa. As their actual house. Because I just don't like it. Now, you can use various walls. I kind of like to use like an open one here. And the thing you must be careful of is if we go right to the bottom. These are like go on the end of these. You see they're angled. They go on the end of the doors to stop you falling out. But you can't put one here. And it's because of the way you need to put it in. You need to remove the door frame. Put it on. Then put the door frame back. And you just got to kind of manoeuvre a bit and it will go on. And then there you go, that's covered. See? And now they have a window. It's kind of cool. Shoot from if you get invaded. Now I like to use this wall. I just find it prettier. I will furnish the home. Oop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do walls here. Now that'd be nice, which looks out better. That looks out nicely. I think I'm going to put a door thing there. Hold on. I'm not sure if I can do this. Get a roof. And I use a flat roof like this. You can use other roofs, but I just find them annoying. So I just use flat roofs. Though actually, if you think about it, it would look better if they weren't flat. So let me just change. I'm going to add a curtain here. And then no curtain there. So yeah, I'm going to need the flat roof under there. Come on, there we go. See, and then, oop, and then non-flat roof here. The house does not need to be this big, does it? It needs to be like that. Yeah, I'm changing their home. It does not need to be this big. That's their house. That's better. Yeah, and then they go up here. Delete that. Hold on. If you go to the walls, do this. Get that again. To stop them from falling out. And then there you go. That's that. Oh, I need some more over here. Okay, now roofs. You see how they kind of go into each other? Depends on how you do it. If it's just a 2, then do it like that. Just turn it around to face each other. Or you can have it like drifted off. But you can see that it's a bit harder to put them on. And there you go, and that's their roof. can add lighting, and if you do want to create extra rooms, now it's a bit harder, but you can. What I often do sometimes is this. It's like a seclusion thing. Kind of got to do an extra wall there, but then if you just find where the join is, joins here. Then I do that. So let's look. If we walk into this house, that's what it looks like on the outside. Very shabby chic. If we walk into the house, they have dining room, kitchen, whatever. Come up the stairs, very secluded, as you can see. That's a bit shitty way around, isn't it? Don't matter. And then you come in and this is their bedroom. And then they have a beautiful view. I think that's nice. So this is the basis of the house. Now I'm not going to be using tons of my supplies. I just wanted to show you some of the design things you can do. You could create a balcony, but you can't really create a doorway out. It's very difficult. So you can put a door on their home. Various different types. I think I'm going to put green on theirs. And it kind of opens like that out onto the thing. So that's their house. And then obviously we're going to put a farm around the corner. So let's go to resources. We'll do water. We'll get them some water. If it'll work. Gourd. This is their farm. We need to go and get. If we get this, we can get a bell. See the bell? That's what I kind of want. I want it here like a post box. And it'll call all of them. So I want her. So if I click on her, I can assign her to do a job. So I'm going to assign her to the crops. Like this. And they can work up to 6 crops. And these only create 0.5. So we kind of need more food for them. But we will get that in a bit. So if I go to furniture, beds, I can do beds for them. As you can see, now I'm going to do, because they're married, June and Marcy, I'm going to put them 2 beds together. Just for the fun of it. Get 2 beds together. Create seats, I can get sofas and chairs and things like that for them to sit on. As you can see. I might do them a little den area. Get sofas. Like this, and then get a table. Nice little coffee table in the middle. So they can sit and do stuff like that. Get another table. And they can have dinner together. Like this. See? Her, I'm actually gonna push her to go to this room. So if we get him back upstairs, she can go in this side of the bed. I don't know where John is, but whatever. And then I'm gonna make, this is gonna be Sturgis's home. So I'll go find him in a minute, but I'm gonna get him a bed. Here. He's a single guy after all. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna stop him coming through there. There we go. It's almost like he doesn't have a room there. Because I just don't like that at all. You can use this to board up their home. As you can see, it kind of builds up their house in the wall. Alright, let me go get Jan. Sturgis, actually, we'll do him first. As soon as this is his home. That's your bed, Bubba. Mama Murphy, will give her a room. I'm just situating them because we need beds, as you can see. That shows their needs. It's in red at the top. This can be her room. Alright, let me call them all back. Mama Murphy, I can tell her to sleep here. I don't want them, any of them sleeping in my bed. And then let's find Jun. I think he's still on the top of there somewhere. There he is. Make him go do some work. As soon as he's slacking off. If we make him work with her. Then give him a bed as well. I think she was there. He's there. There we go. Alright, that's them, Zoid. Let's grab this. So yeah, we've scrapped the areas. We've sorted the bed situation. I'm going to sort out the security situation now. So defense, if we go to defense, go to guard posts, we can situate some guard posts. So like, people are in it safe. But we can also have turrets, but we don't have any circuitry, so we can't really do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this, put a guard post there, and a guard post there. Hopefully that's in line with each other. Yep, they are. And then they can both watch the areas. If I can get Sturgis wherever he has gone. he can be a guard. And then we just need to up food. So that's 4. I think I'll get Jan. Instead of doing food, he can be a guard. And then I think I'll build a few more guard posts around. One can be here. No, I don't like that. One here would actually be alright. There we go, 6. Alright, now we just need to figure out food. Oops. So yeah, we'll fix that later. But so that is literally what's going to happen so far. I'll probably move on to various other things later on, like lighting and things like that in probably the next parts. I think I'm going to download my DLCs so I have more things to work with, like lighting and things like that. So yeah, that's part 1 of the building settlement guide for Sanctuary Hills. Thank you for watching. I hope this video, and I hope you watch the next part.